Okay, update on genealogy again. I'm at the beach today taking care of my friend's dog. It's been super windy for 2 days, a little bit less than 2 days I've been here. So I haven't been out much. It was also rainy when I first came over, but anyway, I'm going out today to do reconnaissance on adventures. I'll be here for over a week. What's going on with genealogy? I'm going to post a pretty good video on Jared Higbee, our great-great-great-grandfather. He's the progenitor of the Michigan Higbees, so I'm getting all that information together to post. But then I realized this morning that I told you all these surnames of the grandparents, great-grandparents, and great-great-grandparents, which is generally where I'm going to stop. So you have grandparents on mom's side and dad's side. That's a total of 12 people through the great-great-grandparent. And I'm going further with Jared Higbee. He goes one level further back on the Higbee side. But I told you some of the surnames before. They were, of course, Higbee, and then you had Geiger on mom's side. Then Richards on mom's side. And then back on the Higbee side, you had Clendenning and Cook. And I told you they were from Higbee, England, Clendenning, Ireland. Cook is the Netherlands. Then on mom's side, Geiger is Germany, and Richards is England. And I think I told you how far back I can get them. Some go way back, some not as far back. Like Geiger in Germany and Clendenning in Ireland. I'm not getting as far back. I'm getting into the 1800s. But then there's a few other names up through the great-great-grandparent level that I didn't even tell you. One of them is Niles. And Niles goes all the way back to England in the 1400s, as far as I can get in the initial research, and that's on the Higbee side of the tree. Married Myron Newell, who I made some videos about. Julia Ann Niles married him, so he was a great-great-grandfather, I believe. So, and then Jared was his father. I'm going to tell you about Jared. On the other side, mom's side, there's apparently either an Austin or a Newton. Her name was Clara, married into the Geiger side, great-great-grandmother, and it's confusing what her maiden name actually was. And it's also a dead end. Nothing happens once you get this Clara, great-great-grandmother, so you may not be hearing much more about her. We'll see. And then on that Geiger line also, the previous generation, the great-great-great-grandmother was Woodworth. I think I'm saying that wrong, correct? Sorry about that. I get a little confused once you get past the grandparent. It's great-great and great-great, but then you add another G, which is grandmother, and then it gets confusing. So Woodworth is actually back 3 levels. It's you got the grandparent, which is Richards, great-grandparent, which is Newton, and then great-great-grandparent, which is Woodworth. So again, that takes me back to 6 sets of grandparents. In total, 3 on each side of the tree. So those are the lines. Newton is also English. Woodworth is also English. So we're popping up English all over the place. I think Newton could also be Scottish or English, and since it's a dead end, I can't figure out which it is, but all of the others are English except the ones I told you about. Cook is Netherlands, Clendenning, Ireland, and Geiger is German. So more to come on those lines in the future, and then the next video is going to be the one on Jared Higbee, the progenitor of the Michigan Higbees. I've got more on him than I've ever seen on anybody. Still incomplete, but a lot more than anybody else that might be the most I ever see. But we won't know. We're gonna, one by one, over maybe the next year or two, hit all those lines up through the great-grandparent level. That's what's next. And then Jared Higbee will probably go to my private unlisted channel because I'm putting so much information out there about him any day now. Okay, take care.